Hey guys, it's me, Halloween Dan, and I just wanted to wish you all a very, very happy halfway to Halloween. Because of course that means that 6 months from now, roughly, it will be Halloween itself, and we will all be basking in the glory of that awesome, awesome day once again. But to celebrate this fact, I thought we'd check in with one of the awesome firms that's also celebrating halfway to Halloween. And that is, of course, Spirit Halloween. So let's check out what they've got in store. So if you're part of the Halloween community and you haven't been living under a rock, you have probably seen that in the last few days, Spirit Halloween has been celebrating and marking the halfway point to Halloween, just like it has done for several years now. Usually at this point, Spirit Halloween just sort of reveals some of its upcoming theming, some of its ideas around what it's in store, things are going to look like, and sort of kind of give like sneak hints and little ideas of what you might get to see in store, as well as maybe some of the props you might get to see in store. But this year, because it's their 40th anniversary, they've done something rather different and quite exciting, which is they have revealed 3 new props. When I say new, I mean, of course, new for this year, because at least 2 of these props have been seen in Spirit stores once before, but they've kind of brought them back out for the 2023 season as sort of like limited editions to mark this very, very momentous occasion of their 40th anniversary and, of course, halfway to Halloween. So what I thought we'd do is we'd just have a quick look at these props and see what we make of them. So, Menacing Molly hasn't been in Spirit stores, as far as I'm aware, for the last few years. I think she originally was out around the 2017 time. I think she was out maybe 2 or 3 years after that. I think the last time she was seen in a Spirit store was around 2019, and then I think she was like online only. She hasn't really been around since then, so they've brought her back for the 2023 season. And I have to say, even though she was around far before I started really getting into collecting animatronics and really even had any animatronics at all, she's always been a really cool prop that I have very much sort of admired from afar. If you don't know anything about Menacing Molly, she's a really cool animatronic. She's a jump scare more than she is anything else. She is classically sat on a little swing facing away from you, and the idea is that she's sat facing away, she's singing sort of creepy songs, and then all of a sudden she pops backwards, leaning backwards, exposing like a mouthful of sharpened teeth, blood red eyes. She's obviously got the sort of pigtails that sort of dangle backwards as well. And yeah, it's a really, really creepy prop. It's only been in recent years that I think I've fully appreciated just how cool of a prop this really is. And to bring her back this year, I think a lot of Spirit fans are very, very happy that she's come back. She was always a fan favourite as far as I was aware. Of course, she lends herself to having some sort of a tree branch to tie her off from, or if you've even got a swing set you can tie her off from. That's the only thing with this prop. She does need to hang down from something, but she is a really, really cool prop. And from what I've seen, the videos I've seen of the 2023 version, she actually seems to pop backwards a little bit faster than what I remember her popping backwards in the older videos I've seen of her. I think she's actually, that jump scare motion is a little bit quicker than it was, which of course adds a little bit better, makes an even better sort of scare. So Menacing Molly was revealed first, and then the very next day we got another prop. This time it was the Sinister Gothic Fogging Gargoyle, which is really quite hard to say. This prop is a static prop, as many of you will have already figured out. It never did anything, and from what I've gathered, it wasn't actually one of the very biggest sellers that Spirit ever had, but it's a really, really cool prop in its own right. It's very, very similar, if not exactly the same, to one we've had here in the UK that Costco brought into the UK. The only difference was the UK one didn't have the fogging ability. But this one's really cool. It's got the cool light up eyes. I think it's also got an LED between its legs, so it lights up its front half. It obviously has the ability to fog, And it's quite a large prop too. It's quite a big prop. If it was in amongst other cemetery stones, I think it would really stand out. From what I've heard, it's made of like solid resin, so this is quite a hefty prop, quite a good looking and professional prop. And yeah, if it came to the UK, I would definitely be interested in this prop. It looks really cool. Though from what I've gathered, it's about $100 more expensive than it was the last time you could buy it online, which I think was back in 2019. But you know, I personally would say it's worth every penny. The final reveal, which came, I think, only 2 days ago, was another static prop, but this one a brand new static prop from what I gather, which is the cotton candy cocoon prop, which is a prop based upon this same thing from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, a film that I remember but never really was all that interested in, to be quite honest with you. So this certainly wouldn't be a prop for me. If you know anything about me, I'm not big on the clowns, I'm not big on the carnival type haunts, but I suppose if you really are into clowns and you really are into that particular movie, this is an awesome prop. It really does look like something from the movie, from images I've seen. It's got this kind of blood red face sticking out from in amongst the cotton candy. It's got this kind of bulbous look. From what I've been told as well, this is one of the only inflatable props that Spirit has ever bothered to do, because to get that kind of bulbous shape that looks like a cocoon, it was easier apparently to have it as an inflatable, which is kind of interesting because I don't think Spirit usually goes in for any form of inflatable, but on this occasion they have, to give it that really cocoon look. Not gonna lie, if I was in the US, this wouldn't really be on my list of things that I really felt I needed to have. But again, if you're into the carnival theme or the clown theme, I'm sure this would find a place in your horn. I'm sure it would look really cool amongst all kinds of other grim clown-based haunt stuff. For me, not so much, though I can appreciate it, sort of. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this today. I just really wanted to go over this. I wanted to get on this bandwagon since everyone seems to be talking about Spirit Halloween stuff. It's really exciting that they're doing this early, because I think this will lead on to even more impressive props later on in the season. So it's really cool. I'm really interested to see what else Spirit bring out this year, because if they're already releasing really cool, all right, some of them older props that we've already seen many years before, but props that everyone agrees are kind of really cool and everyone always liked. If they're going to do this early, like at the end of April, then I think we've got a really good season to look forward to. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching today. A happy halfway to Halloween to you, and as always, keep it spooky. Bye.